If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Listen, y'all. Before I get into this demonstration about who Jeremy Brown is, let's go back, right? Let's just go back a little bit and let's try to break down this video and get an understanding as to why did this all happen. Now, I believe I know why this all happened, right? And the reason why I'm talking about, it's gonna blow y'all mind. It's gonna blow y'all mind when we find out, or when y'all find out why this whole thing happened. Check it out.
Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
So here's my thing right here, y'all. How did they get to that point? Like, to the point where here it is, we got Jeremy Brown. You can tell he's agitated, he's highly upset, and he's telling her, lady, get your food. Lady, get your food. Like, how did we get there? Like, what happened before that? And as you can see in that video, you can see her, that video don't have audio, but you can see her saying something to someone, and we only can assume that that's Jeremy Brown that she's talking to, but she's saying something, and we gonna be 100. She got that look on her face like, you talking, but I'm not trying to, and let's be 100. She got that look on her face, and brothers, sisters, y'all know that look, so don't do that. She got that look on her face like, man, I ain't trying to study what you saying or whatever. She got that look, right? And, we got him with that look, you know what I'm saying? As if like he want to do something to somebody. He's mad, he's angry. And then, we got the audio to prove that he's upset. Lady, get your food, putting it all on his grandmama, rest in peace to her, and all that, rest in peace to him too, and all that, right? So now, here's my thing right here. We got him upset. But why? Why? How did they get to that point? Now, according to the child's mother, right? Jeremy Brown's child's mother, she is saying that carlishia was saying something to him before he started to get upset. She was messing with him, or she said something to him before he started to get upset. Check it out. Now, as y'all can see, right? Those are, that's Jeremy Brown's child's mother, right? And as you can see, she is bringing other things into the picture that, I don't know, and it's new to me. Talking about that the woman, carlishia, had said something to him and caused him, to get upset and to get angry and all that. Not only that, though, she's saying play the whole video. And I'm an advocate for playing the whole video, because in this era and time, we do these little news clips and these little sound bites and stuff like that, and we can make some look like something, and it's really not that. Let's be 100, right? We can do that with audio and with video, right? So I'm an advocate. Play the whole video. She's saying that if they play the whole video, you will see after carlishia's son shot Jeremy Brown, that he chased him down. Jeremy Brown was trying to get away. He running after the first shot, saying that the son chased him down, shot him again. All this under the direction of his mother. Because she's saying that the mother said, shoot him until he is dead. Not only that, shoot that girl too. So we don't get that part right there. But what we do have is, if you watch the whole video, you will see that, or parts of the video, you will see carlishia trying to take the gun from her son. And her son is not allowing her to take the gun. For those of you who've seen that portion of the video, you can see that part. You know what I mean? Where she is trying to take the gun from him and he's like yanking it back like, nah, and starts walking in the other direction. And carlishia walks back into the store. So now, look, when I hear that and when I see that, it's kind of like, it makes me want to say, hey, I want to see the whole thing. I mean, like, y'all gave me that part of it. And understand something before I move forward. I'm not changing my position. Jeremy Brown was bogus for putting his hands on that woman like that. He was out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And if I was that 14-year-old boy and I seen a grown man doing that to my mama, and I don't think I can whoop that man, I'm gonna get the equalizer. This thing right here gonna equalize everything, and I'm gonna, do what I got to do, right? So I'm not changing my position. He was wrong, but me, I'm unbiased, and we gonna get down to it. So, I mean, come on, right? Now, here's one thing that kind of like got me baffled a little bit, and I gotta be 100 about this. They dropped the charges. They ain't got no charges, none whatsoever. Now, from my understanding, when you have a license to conceal and carry, if you fire your firearm and shoot somebody with it, your next steps is to get on the phone, call the police, call ambulance, fire department, whatever, but you need police and you need someone to come and render aid to the person that you shot, regardless of how angry you are, how mad you are. You have to call the police and sit there on the scene with your firearm until police come there. You speak to them, you give your portion of understanding, you give them what happened. Ambulance come there, try to save whoever life, whoever you done shot. Like, these are the procedures. For those of you who got concealed and carried, I mean, am I lying? I mean, because I don't have no concealed and carry. Y'all know that I got a felony, but people that I'm close to got concealed and carry, and this is the portion of understanding that they giving me. So am I lying about that, or am I telling the truth? Now, if you see the whole video, what you're going to witness is carlishia and her 14-year-old son don't do none of that. They get in the car, drive off, to the point where they become suspects. They ain't victims no more. Because if you're looking on the police video, suspect 1, suspect 2, they suspects. So that tells us that they didn't call the police. They didn't do what was required by the law when you have a concealed and carry. Not only that though, from my understanding, when you got a concealed and carry, whenever you get into an altercation with somebody, being that you have a concealed and carry, your duty, or you are required to try to de-escalate the situation. Back down. Don't argue. Why? Because if this person, whoever that's being combative or being argumentative or trying to harm you, when they come and harm you after you done back down and you tried to escalate the situation and they continue on, then you have all rights and authority to preserve your life, to protect your life by using your firearm. because you in the right then. She was being argumentative. Come on now, I know y'all finna be like, good, educated. Don't say that about that woman. Look, I'm just, these are the rules and this is the law. I'm just being 100, right? You know, they was going back and forth. It wasn't no, you know, the only de-escalated part that I seen in the whole thing is this right here, which is very important though. She did tell that boy to get back in the car. She did do that. She did tell her son, get back in the car. So maybe law enforcement or the prosecuting attorney said, hey, that was her de-escalated point. You know what I'm saying? That's what she tried to, you know, hey, look, no, calm down, and told her son to get back in the car because he had the gun. So you know what? I give her that. She did try to in that portion right there. But after that, she still was going back and forth with the person. Now, some of y'all might say, look, that man ain't supposed to talk to her like that. Some of you brothers might say, man, you don't talk to my mama like that. She had a right to speak back. True. But when you got to conceal to carry, all that, you know, goes out the window. You supposed to de-escalate situations like that before using your firearm. Now, after watching this video over and over and over again, because we don't have the part, you know, the audio for the whole thing. This is why this whole thing went down. Check it out.
Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Do y'all hear Carlishia? Do y'all hear what Carlishia is saying? She said it like 3 times. She said, we talking about who in the line. And he steady yelling, lady, get your food. She said, no, we talking about who in the line. Lady, get your food. It's on my grandma. We talking about who in the line. So you mean to tell me that this man done lost his life all because they had an argument that 5-year-olds have in kindergarten school? Who in the line first? That is crazy. Y'all heard her. That is why they was arguing. Like she said, we talking about who in the line. It went from we talking about who in the line to this man putting his hands on her, which he ain't had no business doing, because if he didn't touch her, he'd still be here today. But it went from who in the line to him putting his hands on her to him getting chased down, getting shot up. Man, do y'all believe that? That's crazy. Now, another thing I want to put out there is this right here, right? Because like I said before, I was kind of shocked by the fact that they dropped all the charges. But then after doing some close observation, they had them charged with first-degree murder. And we understand first-degree murder is intentional, premeditated. So the prosecuting attorney said, I can't prove that it was first-degree murder. Although some people will say, yes, you can, because the boy shot him once, and when the man tried to run, he chased him down and shot him again. That shows intent mentally, right? And with witnesses saying that the mother said, shoot him till he's dead, and he did what his mama said, that shows intent, right? Okay? Y'all see what I'm saying? So that shows that, yeah, he tried to kill him. So that right there would be first-degree murder. But the prosecuting attorney said, hey, we don't have that information. We don't have enough information to charge them with the first-degree murder. So what did they do? They dropped the charges because they can't prove first-degree murder. But what does that mean? They didn't dismiss the charges with prejudice. I'm speaking legal terms now, right? When you dismiss anything with prejudice, that means that you can never bring that up again in the judicial system, in the court system. If you dismiss a case with prejudice, they can't never bring that up again unless, the feds come and snatch it up. But they didn't dismiss that case like that. And I'm saying all that to say this right here. I understand the sister, she filing lawsuits and stuff like that because of they, arrest her illegally and stuff like that. I understand that part. But if the state of Chicago decide that they want to charge her and her son with manslaughter, unintentional murder, stuff like that, hey, it's still open. They can come back at any time they want to and recharge her. Why? Because they just dismissed the case. So for those of you thinking that, they dismissed the case, it's over with. No, when you go to trial and you beat a case, they can't bring that back up again unless the feds come and get the case. But in this situation, no, that ain't it. They just dismissed it. And they didn't dismiss it with prejudice. So at any time, any point, they can come back and say, no, we charging him with manslaughter because he chased that man down. And we charging you with this, that, and the other because at any point they can. So that right there kind of like, and I'm just speaking from a legal standpoint, yo. I mean, like that right there kind of had me thrown because just in my understanding, I'm thinking like, yeah, the man shouldn't have chased him out the stove. You know what I'm saying? The threat was neutralized. Once he, shot the boy and the boy started running, he shouldn't have chased him. You know what I mean? But then again, some might say this right here. Well, hey, hood educated, he don't know if that man was running to go get a gun, so he had to neutralize the threat completely. So this case right here, man, I'm not gonna lie, it's just up in the air, and that's why they probably dropped it because it got too much going on. But now let's get into who Jeremy Brown is, right? Now, according to reports and stuff that's out there on the internet, they saying that this brother right here was brutal when it come to women. Not only that, there's reports coming out saying that this man right here was a homo thug. And what I mean by a homo thug, them down low brothers, them brothers that, bisexual, they like men and they like women, but they thuggish and will shoot you, beat you up and all that old type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about like, check it out. Now, as you can see, I mean, like this man right here is saying that Jeremy Brown was, on the down low, told his girl to go check that tag page. Tag is a dating website. To go check the tag page, that he had no problem with showing his privates to other men and linking up with other men. All they got to do is go on the tag page and they gonna find out all that type of information. So, I mean, like, hey, man, you do what you want to do. Hey, however, it's your life. You do what you want to do, right? But they also say that, he was a woman beater. And one of his child's mothers proclaimed that he tried to burn her house down when they got into it. Check it out.
Yeah, that's his brother. You owe me some money. I ain't gonna play with y'all. Break your legs. Yeah, you owe me $10. Yeah, no, you wasn't. Don't do that. I ain't Tony. Ain't my brother. I don't play that. Ain't no number.
What did you his brother? Remember I told you last time you said you
I don't remember that.
Now, as you can see in those videos, in the first video, he telling the sister, I'll break your legs. All because she owed him $10. And like I say, like you can hear the voice, like she like trying to explain herself to him. She, you know, she sound like a mature woman. She sound like she's a classic woman. She trying to explain herself to him. And he just aggressive though, looking mean and, you know, like, calm down, bro. You talking to a sister like that, right? But that just shows you his disregard for women. And not only that, to burn the house of your child's mother, you know, because that's what they saying. Come on, man. Like, something going on up here. You don't burn the house of your child's mother. And I'm talking about, like, if y'all look close at the video, you will see a baby doll in the house. So they let us know that there was a little girl in there. Hope not his twins. You know what I mean? But for you to burn the house of your child's mother, knowing that that's the roof that your kids live up under, and you, come on, man. Like, I don't respect that. I don't respect that at all, you know? And that's more evidence that leads me to believe that he had a problem with putting his hands on women and stuff like that, because, you know, for him to do that to carlishia without even knowing her just lets me know that he, in his mind, he thinking that it's okay just to beat on women like they men. You know what I mean? And that type of stuff right there, I just can't agree with. But I just wanted to drop this video on y'all just to kind of like give y'all an understanding as to why did this whole thing happen, right? And to give you an understanding of his life and some of the things that he done been through his life. But at the same time, man, this man died for something this small, for a misunderstanding of who is in the line. Now, some of y'all might say, no, hood educated, he died because he put his hands on the woman. That's true right there too, but we talking about the root cause. We talking about the very beginning, the genesis of all this. And that was, we talking about who in the line. You heard Charlisa. We talking about who in the line. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I don't argue with people no more. I don't do no arguing. I don't do no road rage. I don't do none of that no more. And let me explain to y'all why. You never know what the next person is going through. And from my understanding and my studies, what we do with anger, when we angry inside, we like to transfer that anger. And what I mean by that is that we like to let our anger out on anybody. That's all it takes. When we full of anger, if somebody calls us to, you know, to be angry, man, we'll let, I'm mad at some stuff that happened 2 weeks ago. But now you done said something out of pocket. I'm finna let all that anger out on you. This you ain't had nothing to do with them dudes robbing me, stripping me of everything that I had. You ain't had nothing to do with that. But you done said something out your mouth, and all that anger that I got from what they did, I'm finna give it to you. I'm finna apply it to you just because you said something about me being in line. So we gotta understand that, man. I mean, like, life is too precious to be arguing with anybody, to be going through that road rage and all that old type of stuff. Like, I got a partner, man, that got bad road rage. I don't drive with him. The first time I got in his car, he had a road rage episode, and he grabbed a bat and all that. And I'm thinking, like, you got a bat? In this day and age, the man grabbed a bat, y'all. I said, no, bro, I'll walk before I get in his car. Because I don't want his road rage episode to cost me my life. So we gotta think like that, like, leave people alone, man. People get to arguing, saying stuff and trying to act tough and all that old, man, just get out the way, move around. Like, no, I ain't got time for it because like I say, you never know what the next person is going through up here or right here, and then take it out on you just to administer that pain that they got within them. This hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And if you're feeling generous, make a small donation to the channel. Before I depart up out of here, allow me to give a shout out to some of the blessings that I received this week. Let me give a shout out to Peggy Sanders for the super thanks. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Let me give a shout out to Granny Prayer for the super thanks. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Let me give a shout out to the sister, Laura Williams, for the cash app. I really appreciate that, Lord. Let me give a shout out to Buckshot for the cash app. Thank you, brother. Let me give a shout out to Brandy Shepherd for the cash app. This is hood educated, not lane related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there.